Welcome back.
you want to do it?
Welcome back. It's the Mad Good Nick Show.
All right. Well done, sir. That's Pete, Steph, Jay, TK. I'm Far.
Still the same name.
Season previews. Still same names. Before we start, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Mad Good Nick Show everywhere, and Mad Good KS on Twitter. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Continuing the season preview, rookies.
Woo! Yes.
We got 3 of them, very likely to make the 12 to 15 man roster. We'll see how it ends up, but let's start with Kevin Knox, drafted 9th overall by the New York Knicks. And Summer League obviously came out, did his thing. Preseason, I don't think he's quite lived up to what we had hoped yet. It is only just a few games into preseason as we're recording this, but what do you guys think? Takeaways overall? Please, not all at once.
That's all right.
With Kevin Knox, I want to say, and that's something that we picked up with on the open practice. When you see him play in person, you realize, okay, this is another caliber of player. He's in that stratosphere of potential greats. The athleticism, the length, just that sort of when he has the ball in his hands.
When he see what hands it was.
I went real country there for a second.
Now they know you're disguising your accent for the camera. Well done.
You ain't from New York. The pizza boy. The pizza boy. Took them to this damn hat. No, what I want to say is that he really, when he has the ball in his hands, you feel like, okay, something good's about to happen.
Yep.
And okay, he's a little bit raw. He's not turned out to be an instant superstar, but definitely a definite improvement to our roster and someone that I think could contribute in ways we haven't seen from any other Knicks player as far as above the rim play and defensive play. He's out there. You gotta stop making faces.
No, I'm loving everything you're saying, man.
Good.
Because
Really?
how much?
Oh, show your face.
What face you showing here? No. Y'all can see the replay. Y'all can see. I ain't looking at it.
Hey, there's a lot of love.
There's a lot of qualities I like. Alright, no, all jokes aside, man, Kevin Knox has been everything I thought he would be. I know we had this discussion in prior episodes, maybe right after he got drafted, and we were all discussing, you know, who is the Knicks' best playmaker? Because we don't have that prototypical point guard who can dish out 10 to 15 assists a night. And I told you guys, I said, listen, Kevin Knox is and has the potential to be the Knicks' best playmaker, and I still stand by that.
Playmaker, yes, but like that 38% from the field has to improve.
Oh, that's different. Playmaker-wise, I still
thing.
think he's the best playmaker on the team. The way he just grabs the rebound, pushes the tempo. I said this on Twitter.
Everyone's pushing the tempo.
Yeah. But the way he's a big man,
no, I agree.
And he pushes the tempo. He forces the defense to step up on him on the 3.
He's
right?
a modern player.
Oh, absolutely.
A modern player.
What's
modern.
Like a point forward.
I'm a Knicks fan. I don't know what that is.
Point forward. We haven't had
point
forward. Dan Tony would have loved this kid, right? He dishes out for 3. I seen him get Frank Ntilikina some open 3s, which he doesn't really do, and he doesn't hit very often, which he was hitting. He's worked Dotson in there. He sees over the top of the defense. He can get the ball to the low post. Everything about him and the way he attacks the basket, I just love. So I think he's lived up to the bill for me.
So no, there's
His field goal percentage is gonna improve.
no need to worry right now. Is basically what you're saying. All right. So Knicks fans, y'all can chill.
Way too early.
To add on to that, I think the thing that not everyone is talking about that people underestimate is I think he's going to help THJ become a better player.
I agree.
I think THJ thrives as a spot-up
man.
shooter in Atlanta and stuff like that. So I think if we have another player like him who's a playmaker who can drive to the basket, just dish out the THJ out there on the 3 or KP, I think once KP comes back, it's going to be a problem. I'm not saying a crazy problem just yet, but it could develop into a problem.
How many players did we have last year that could space the floor?
Not many.
Not many. Kevin Knox spaces the floor.
That's what I'm saying.
THJ will be wide open. Good point, man.
Yeah.
We thought Frank would be that. Not quite yet, though.
Not quite yet.
But
It's the second year. Yeah, we'll give him some time.
We got a whole other segment to talk about guards and forwards on this team.
Yo, with Kevin Knox, I do have to say there's something infectious about like the youthful energy of like him actually wanting to be there, wanting to play there.
Yeah.
Coming college right now and being drafted into the NBA. Also, as well, with Kevin Knox, I like the poise that he has. He could easily settle for shots, being especially the height that he has. I see him pump fake. I see him then drive to the basket. And that's not settling. That's working for what's easy, for what's right there for someone like him. So I like the poise he has.
What I like is outside of the field goal percentage, there really isn't a whole lot of negative to say about Kevin Knox. That's both on the court, but more importantly off the court. And how he represents the New York Knicks franchise is something I think all of us could really stand behind. Let's get to Mitchell Robinson real quick. So he had that unfortunate ankle sprain, so he might be just chilling for the rest of the preseason, which is okay. But so far, from what I saw, I think this kid's still a little bit raw. I wouldn't be shocked if he ends up starting in the G League, but I don't think that's going to happen anyway. I think that they're really
his defense.
I think they're going to keep him. They're going to keep him in there in the rotation. It's just a matter of how much that body can handle.
Yeah, to me, Mitchell Robinson's been consistent as heck. You know, he's been what he was in the preseason. He's been what he was in summer league. Phones off, please.
That's another fine, man.
Damn. You know, he blocks a couple of shots. He runs the floor. He's like a gazelle. He grabs the rebound. He gets a lot of offensive rebounds. Same as Cantor. So I think that's going to be a great great front court, but a back-to-back duo that we kind of have. He's definitely wrong, though. I think he's going to take time.
I think with Mitchell Robinson, it sort of depends on what type of game are we trying to play. Because he could definitely assist us in some way, shape or form. So again, it really does depend. Because if we are trying to play sort of like this alley-oop game, easily just lobbing it up there, he can bring it down at any point in time.
When I was at
a new lob city out here.
When I was at open practice, Steph Pete, you might be able to test this, but like it looked kind of DeAndre Jordan-esque the way that he was just being set up.
You know what the thing is about him? He's
Gotham Lob.
Gotham Live.
Volleyball.
Gotham Live.
That's a good
Mitchel Robinson. Who said that?
Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson.
I like it. I like it.
We go places.
What I like about Mitchell Robinson is he's a player that knows his role. He knows what he has to do, and he doesn't really try anything out of the blue or anything that maybe Fizdale doesn't want out of him. So, like we said, he's a great, he's catching alleys, he's setting picks, he's doing what he has to do. Except, I'd like to see him, of course, gain some weight, which I think he definitely will, just to improve his defense a little bit. And if he start developing his defensive the side of his game, I think he's definitely going to be a legitimate starter. I think he has the potential to be a legitimate starter for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the sake of just being a little different, just because it was all heaps of praise on Mitchell Robinson, and deservingly so, I want to say what my concerns are with Mitchell Robinson. Seeing him play in open practice and just in the games in general, I think defensively, his post defense is a liability right now because Cantor was scoring at will, pretty much.
And don't take anything away from Cantor. That dude is jacked.
Cantor's one of the best low post threats.
And he said they're a dying breed, remember?
Yeah,
he said he's like one of the best in the league. So, which is great for him to start developing, to have one of the best centers, one of the back-to-basket centers, one of the best in the league.
That's true. There is, I'm going to say there is a bit of a big man resurgence in the NBA right now. Okay, some of those guys have some new skill sets, but there is sort of a resurgence in the post position.
Yeah.
And you know what? One quick point. I think that resurgence is going to go down because the Warriors got DeMarcus Cousins, who's not that traditional center.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to follow what the Warriors are doing.
Everyone's just going to follow that blueprint. But
when it was Zaza, it was all right. Yeah, traditional centers have a role.
Lord.
Yeah, I think the Warriors just nailed the blueprint based on a specific type of team. But I think the Knicks, the Knicks can always come up with a new blueprint. And I think with Mitchell Robinson, he's definitely, like you said, raw. 100% he's raw. His offensive ability definitely needs to be tightened up. But defensively, 100%. As far as low post defense, now in terms of like getting blocks and kind of coming back on transition D, maybe that's where he shines. But right now, just post defense, and if he's going to be a backup center, that's something where I'd like to see him improve. But other than that, I'm thrilled with the pick.
Just really quickly, imagine how, because you guys know how tenacious Enes Kanter is, rebounds. I think he's put up, a double-double in every preseason game thus far, or something like that.
Well, it's 20 boards, though.
He's beasted. Like, this is preseason, dog, and he's going in. You know what I mean? So, like, just imagine that type of energy and how it wears down bigs and how it wears down players on the opposing team, and then you throw in Mitchell Robinson to back him up.
Who can run the floor.
Who's going to run the floor, block shots, get easy lobs. The defense is going to be tired by the time he runs down the court.
I have a bold prediction prediction real quick about Mitchell Robinson. I think that he will be probably top 3 to 5 in the league in blocking three-pointers.
Oh, dude, he's up there ready. I see like one per game, right?
This dude is blocking guards on the three-point line.
And Steph Curry's coming for you.
Yo, ask me one question. Moving on to another player. The Knicks fans will riot if blank. Ask me.
The Knicks fans
will riot if blank.
The Knicks fans will riot if blank.
If
we stop making this show.
That's it. That was a good one. If Alonzo Trier does not make that 15-man roster, Knicks fans will riot. I sincerely believe he will. I think he absolutely came out in the preseason and crushed it. You can see why he probably should have been a first-round pick.
Dude,
in the
what
draft,
a miss.
Let alone being undrafted.
The numbers were there. I don't know.
Is a bona fide scorer.
I was talking to Far earlier, actually, and I was telling him how I'm not the most caught up on college basketball. So when we were doing our draft research, I was looking into Alonzo Trier. And just looking at this guy's stats, I think a lot of teams were turned off because of a little bit of that off-court drama.
Right.
But when you were just looking at his stats, you were like, hold on a second. This guy's like putting up crazy numbers in a lot of games.
Like 30-point games left and right.
I think I made a prediction at that point in time that's like, oh, we got to keep an eye on this kid. I know Mitchell Robinson is crazy. I know a lot. Obviously, Kevin Knox was our first pick, but Alonzo Trier, I just had a feeling about him, and so far, I mean, according to Fizz, he's the only guy that can hold the ball for more than a few seconds.
Right,
you know? ISO. So right off the bat, he's earning his keep. I think there's no way he's not in the 15-man rotation.
Our scouting is the real MVP.
Oh, for sure.
Us being able to take chances on certain players. Also, our boy Chris Wrigley, did he not say that he was saying how multiple teams in the NBA are going to be sick that they passed on Trier?
Yeah, that he did. All right, guys. Any other last points on our rookies?
Yeah, definitely. I want to speak on Zoe.
Get it off your chest, boy.
Oh, gotta get it off my chest. This guy's game is so smooth, and it's really incredible to me because in an era where we're trying to get away from holding onto the ball, you know, we've complained as Knicks fans the ball sticks too much in one player's hands, and I remember Jay the other day asking us, guys, don't you think the ball sticks a little too much in his hands? I mean, yes and no, but he creates. You know, it's not like
in an unorthodox
way, and it's such a thing of beauty to see because I don't know how he does it. He's so herky-jerky, but he gets to the basket. He'll create a shot. He'll create separation and pull up.
I haven't seen handles like this since literally Jamal Crawford at the Garden.
Speaking of Jamal Crawford,
he's like Brandon Jennings 2.0. You know, Alonzo Trier a little bit with the herky jerk.
More offensive-minded, I think.
Yeah,
that's why 2.0.
Well, the comparisons I made, like he kind of has like the spark of what Livingston might do off the bench. He has Jamal Crawford's handles with J.R. Smith's shots that actually might go in. So
and the looks of Miguel.
You're golden, boy.
It's crazy to me, guys, but I just throw this out there. Do you think he has a chance to work his way? No, I don't even want to see him start, to be honest. What about the sixth man? Do you think he can come off the bench and provide? He can light it up. When he gets the ball in his hands for a couple possessions, he starts to heat it up. I think he's Jamal Crawford-esque, J.R. Smith-esque, Lou Williams-esque. He has a little James Harden in him when he goes to the basket, creating fouls. This guy is.
Look at his wood.
Oh, I'm raving.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Knicks fan.
This is a Knicks fan. You know in the comments, someone's going to be like, these guys talking all that after 3 preseason games, blah, blah.
That's why I'm
Look at this right here. It just kind of stops right here.
Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
All I'm saying is this is only still the preseason. This is a rookie that we're talking about. Say it with me, guys. Rookie.
Okay.
Rookie. And there's plenty of game tape that's going to come out on him.
He said it himself, though. This kid had done it in college. He puts up buckets. Like, that's what he does.
Also, in college,
how come the other rookies aren't doing it?
He's a professional scorer.
He's playing against the best 465 players out there in the world.
Yes, and he didn't get drafted, and he's embarrassing some of these guys who did.
Some people are going to adjust and take this boy serious. They're not going to look at him like,
I'm not.
Who is this guy that look like Miguel?
And you don't think he's going to adjust as well?
I think he will, but not at the score.
But how come other rookies aren't
doing to adapt at the same curve. You have to take it into account. He's a rookie. There's a learning curve. He's also going to exhaust himself.
I just want y'all to make sure you watch this, because we're going to pull up this game tape where he's busted ass. I just want to make sure we reference this.
I'm just saying he's going to tap out almost like KP has every single season.
I'm not saying he won't.
I'm just saying tone it down a bit.
He's young, but the hype is real. Okay,
It
it's not
is.
just hype.
I'm not trying to take
man.
it away
Hype is
from you.
real.
I'm
Okay.
trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. You a rookie, dog. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Enjoy
Not
this.
only
Enjoy
can he
it. No
score,
pressure.
but-
No pressure.
Not only could he score, but he's got a kick-ass field goal percentage to go with it. So
Yeah,
this kid-
66% the other
kid
night. 8 for
puts-
8 free
puts the
throws,
ball in the
25
basket.
points.
That's the
Yes.
other main thing. You know what? He gets to the free throw line.
Thank you.
That,
That's
that,
not just
that
chucking
takes
up
a special
shots.
kind of rookie
Yes.
too.
Yo,
Yeah,
how long have we
Brandon
wanted?
Jennings 2.0.
Thank you.
Nah,
Steph, say it.
How long have we
Say
wanted
it.
an aggressive point guard that's offensive?
And he gets in line. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Didn't we
Thank
say
you.
that
Oh
forever?
my
We needed a
God.
point guard.
Waiting for that.
And listen,
Yeah,
when you mentioned before about people, players who hold the ball, I never minded when we had a point guard that would hold the ball.
Yep.
What was the last time we had a point guard that would hold the ball that would make offensive moves?
Yeah, I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but like the way that our point guards are playing, I mean, if Zoe started, I wouldn't be too mad
The way that our
about it.
point guards are set up.
I wouldn't be too mad. All right, guys,
Possible.
drop in the comments what you guys think about our rookies. This was our season preview. Hit that like
I got you.
button, comment, subscribe, hit us up on all the social media. We'll catch you guys next time. It's the Mad Good Knicks Show.
Later, hamster.
Googly eyes.
Googly eyes.